First of all, we have heard a lot about yourself, about your career, especially in the last 2 years. But tell us, who is Laura Camps? How did your passion for motorsport begin?
My passion for motorsport began with my father. He is a motorsport lover, so we started karting as a hobby, and then slowly turned to a passion for both of us, meaning that we started competing and we shared this passion for motorsport together.
And during your life, have you had some role models?
Since the beginning, I looked up to Laia Sanz a lot, but mainly a lot of people, just like Susie Wolf, Jamie Chadwick, and different women in motorsport.
For people who aren't familiar with you, you won the Girls on Track Rising Stars competition in 2021, becoming part of the Ferrari Driver Academy in 2022. So what was this experience like for you?
It was amazing because I started the program with the only objective of just passing the first phase, meaning that I could do a Formula 4 test, because it wasn't affordable for me at the moment, and that was the only objective, like driving a Formula car. And then it came out really positive, and I won. It was a really nice experience, knowing that a lot of effort, a lot of sacrifice we did in this sport came out to be something really good. And being in the FDA was amazing.
In the 2022 season, you prioritized the karting season, but combining it with some tests in F4. You evaluate that year?
I would say, obviously, for the experience, it was a 10 out of 10. But I would have liked to not prioritize karting a lot. I did karting because it was FDA's suggestion. Like, you can do some karting meanwhile, because I wasn't gonna drive in the first months, so that was only a suggestion. And for my liking, I would have done more tests, but it was a 10 out of 10.
After the 2022 season, when you left the Ferrari Driver Academy, so how everything happened for you, and how did you manage that situation?
Difficult in the beginning, because I was informed about that on November 15th, I think. And it was kind of hard because there was still 1 month and a half to end the season, and I was meant to be in Italy for that month and a half. And it was quite difficult at the beginning, like psychologically, but then it just you need to move on and focus on the next thing.
During your stage in the Ferrari Driver Academy, which learnings were the best ones for you during the whole year?
The thing I did most was obviously physical training, and it was really nice because we did different sports, and I learned about my body, how can I work it and stuff. And as I did a lot of that, I think that's the thing I learned the most. But obviously the driving, the teamwork with the FDA and the Iron Dames team, it was incredibly good, honestly.
What is the best advice you have ever received, and who gave it to you?
Probably my parents, because there was this time where we were waiting for the announcement, and I was like, Mom, if I'm not winning, I think it's like over. Like, I don't have the financial support for this sport to grow a lot. And unfortunately, that's an issue for a lot of people. But my parents were like, don't worry, like, you always have to follow your dreams, like, never give up. and just follow what your heart says. And that was something.
You may have heard about the F1 Academy introducing this year for young female drivers. So what do you think about this category? Would you like to take part?
Really nice, because it's not that you the F4 category. So the main point of this is growth. And when it comes to the F1 Academy, it's nice as the growth. The path that they want to have is F1 Academy, F3, F2, and F1. And I think it's a really good initiative, and I wouldn't mind taking part in it.
Now that we know a little more about yourself in the motorsport part of your life, now we're going to ask you some different questions. What is the funniest anecdote you can remember?
Oh my God. You know, I always tell this when they ask me to say a fun fact or something about my motorsport career, is that I embarrass myself so easy. Like, I don't know how I do it, but I get to embarrass myself a lot. And I explain this because now it's not bad. Like 4 years ago, I maybe would have had. I wouldn't tell this, but it's funny. There was this time I was in a karting track with my mechanics, and I went out of the car, and I was like to my mechanic, Miguel. So I was thinking, you know, I'm right-handed. And I believe that if I always do things with my right hand, my left hand gets sad, because I believe that they've got feelings, and they still remember this to me, and it's really funny. Since then, they've been laughing with me.
If you were given the chance to drive in any circuit in the world with the car that you wanted, what would be your choice?
I would choose the 2005 Renault F1, the R25, I think it is. And I would drive it in probably Spa, maybe. But the old Spa with the old Euros, not with the new one, because it's different.
I'm going to ask you a series of questions with two options. This is very critical part of the interview, because you will have to choose to keep one of those options, and the other one will disappear and never have existed. So It's very dramatic. So first one, wet races or dry races?
Dry races.
Which one did you keep?
Dry.
Okay. Max Verstappen first title in 2021 or Lewis Hamilton first title in 2008?
I would say Max, just because of the drama it caused during all the season.
During a race, a whole race, team radios or the drink for the driver?
Team radios.
That must be hard for the driver. Oversteer or understeer?
Probably oversteer.
Wins from pole position or wins from the back of the grid?
Wins from the back of the grid.
Oh, so no one would win from pole position. That would be
it's nice, but the recovery is nicer.
Yeah. And the last one, I think I know what your answer will be, but Monza or Spa-Francorchamps?
Spa.
Now we have another funny one, which is if you had the chance to meet any personality of the motorsport world in history, but you have to receive them at your house and cook for them, who would you like to meet and what would you cook for them?
Maybe Schumacher, Michael Schumacher. and I would cook. A nice Spanish paella.
During a race weekend, are you superstitious? I mean, do you have any special habits or rituals before the race?
I'm not really superstitious, but I also would say yes, I am, because before, for example, well, not for example, when I go into the go-kart, I always have like an order to put all my stuff. Like I first put the rib protector, then my balaclava. I put my hair under the clothes, then the helmet, then the overall, and it's the same for Formula car. And I always jumped in from the left part of the car. I don't know why, but I just do.
Last one. What are your expectations for and the ambition for your future in motorsport?
A hard question, because right now I'm on a straight line right now, but I would love to live in the motorsport world. I would love to work in something I want that's motorsport, obviously. And I'm a really ambitious person, and if I want to work in the motorsport field, I will do. I don't know how. I would like to be driving for the rest of my life, but if it's not, I will work in it.